All right, first test fire. Hopefully we'll go good here. Better take that off. That off. All right, here we go. Alright, so now that the engine part is done, I'm going to consider the drivetrain done, at least for now. Cummins modification stage is done, and now we are moving on to strictly Toyota stuff. So today, kind of raining outside, so stuck inside, not a bad deal. Took off all the body mounts, at least for the forward cab. I still have the mounts for the rear 80 still to take off, but I can do those later on because the cab is basically, the end of the cab is going to be right here going forward. All those are taken off. Couple of things I saved. These little cups that sit on the body mounts, they're pretty simple. There's just three little, kind of like a panel, how they're spot welded together, just three, just drilled them out. Stuck a screwdriver underneath, banged them out. So I figure I'm going to save these and use them for my body mounts of whatever I figure out to use. They're all going to be custom except for these. These I bought. These are considered a small platform outrigger. I don't know. Several places on the internet. I don't know who actually makes these, but Trail Gear, low range off-road, all of them have them. They even have it on Amazon. I don't remember who I got these from, but they're about, for the pair, it's like 35-40 bucks shipped. So that's at least a start. These, since the 80 series mount was a little low below the frame rail, I needed to raise that where it's an actual ½ inch above the frame rail. Frame rail is where the 70 series body sits on a 70 series frame, so I'm going to kind of copy that. So these will sit already on the frame. They're meant for frame. They got a nice little platform, a lot of places to weld around, and then I will reuse the cup, put that there, and then I'll just hack off all this excess. So the sets the ones I've seen, people are actually reusing the 80 series rear mount. They'll just re-drill it for the 70, I assume. The only problem with that, and that's fine if you're just swapping a body, you have plenty of hood room, so you could actually mount the body a little bit lower on an 80 series frame and still be fine, all your clearances. But for me, the Cummins is tall, even in the 80 with a 1-inch body lip. The intake horn kisses the hood where I had to cut a little relief hole there where it doesn't rattle. And so I have that problem here. So I'm actually gonna start with a ½ inch, and then I may, depending on like a previous video where I did all my kind of measurements, I'll kind of redo what I did there and mount the body, tack weld it where I think it's gonna be, at least the rear, and then work my way that way. Now, I don't trust myself to weld. My little 110 welder is not meant for steel. It's only, I need a 220. My garage is not set up for that, so either my welder at work, Slim, he's pretty mobile. He's got a nice 3 or 4 welding machines and a long cable where he can actually plug into my dryer connection in the house and get 220 on the garage just for this. That, or I load this up to the trailer and bring it to work, and we got plenty of room to work at work. So one other thing I want to show you. All right, so trans mount. I had a 3x3 block here. It was actually kissing the front steering brace, and it was just pushing the engine a little bit not tilted, but more than it needed to be. So what I did, instead of redoing the whole thing and finding a 3x2 piece of metal, I just slit it in the middle, took out 1 inch, and then squished it down, re-welded it. It is kind of difficult to get the bolts under here, but it is doable. So I'm going to go with it. But yeah, so this is officially done, and that was the last part of the drivetrain in the frame that I needed to do. So there, we're done with that. All right, so that's it for this episode. So next video will be hopefully moving this body back on and finalizing that. So like I said, I'm not going to weld these mounts in. I got to wait for help on that. So hopefully I've kind of put my buddy Slim on notice that, hey, in the next week or two, I'm going to need you out at the house to help me. So he knows it's coming. So hopefully maybe next weekend, if the weather's nice, I'll wrangle him out here and we can make some videos on how to measure all that good stuff for body mounts for 75 series cab on 80 series chassis. So there you go. See y'all next time. Subscribe to the channel, get ready for the next video, give me a like, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks, guys.